Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, we got two very special guests in the building today. Man, power couple, co-founders, co-owners of Gumbo, We Brand, Strain, all that beautiful stuff. Welcome, y'all.
Thank you for having us.
See, that's my thing, bro. I'm so happy to have y'all here.
Thank you for having us.
I just want to say thank you for giving my wife and I this opportunity on this platform, on the radar, the hottest thing smoking, biggest thing talked about in New York City. And so are we, so it just correlates, and that's what Gumbo is for us, you know.
I love that.
This is just a beautiful platform and a great beginning for us. So we want to come here and share the story with you guys.
I love seeing y'all because y'all been in New York quite a bit recently too.
Yeah.
Like I've been seeing y'all out and about, obviously with Bag and whatnot too. So it's been, has my city been treating you well?
Yes. My city.
Your city.
Yes.
Oh, you're from New York originally?
Hell yeah,
Oh,
Bronx,
see, I didn't even
born
know.
and raised.
Where in the Bronx?
Bronx native, Yankee Stadium.
Oh, Yankee
Forest
Stadium.
Projects, 163rd Street and 10th Avenue. Me, Fat Joe, Diamond D, Law Finesse. Pretty much where rap originated, kind of, sort of. South Bronx.
My pop's from the South Bronx.
Yes, sir.
My pop and my mom's from Bed-Stuy.
Okay.
Real shit, real shit. Well, I'm excited to have you. That's
They
dope.
argued a lot.
Huh?
They argued a lot.
Do they argue a lot? I think, you know what? I think I don't know how they did it, but I think my parents perfected the skill of waiting till I left the house to argue.
That's fire.
They never
That's
really
fire.
argued in front of me, but they did. It's funny because whenever my mom drives to the Bronx, right? She's like, who designed these streets?
Right.
She's like, because, you know, Brooklyn's a grid, and then the Bronx got all the hills and shit like that. So, and then my pops is like, you just don't know how to drive. And you know what I'm saying? One of those things.
Yeah, I love BK. He loves the Bronx. So.
Yeah.
Oh, see, look, so it's like a similar
Yeah.
thing we got going on here.
Yeah.
We could never live in either place because I'm all BK and he's all the Bronx.
Look at how he's looking. Is that why? So y'all lived out in Vegas. Y'all live out in Vegas now, or where are y'all based out of currently? Or y'all still
I
based out
want
of
to
New York?
say L.A.,
Okay.
Miami, and New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're not like based out of anywhere. We try to spend most of our time just working.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a little difficult for us to like just pinpoint a
we're
place where we
suitcase
live.
people.
Cause that's always on the go. So we just launched in Cookies on November 11th.
Congratulations.
It was Madison
Thank you.
Square Garden, Gumbo, and we're just very elated just to be legal in stores and being able to spread the knowledge and the education of cannabis with others that are just intrigued and want to know about it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because we're people that people look up to us in neighborhoods, and Alexis comes from New London, Connecticut. I come from the South Bronx. So we just, like martyrs, we're showing people that it can happen. Like, just believe in, just have a goal and chase your dreams, and you can make it happen. But more importantly, like you said, power couple. We are like the epitome of the power couple because that's all we do. We just work and just build off of each other. So
Yeah, definitely.
That's fine. That's a great little see what you just did there. But I think it's funny how you're like, oh, we're suitcase people because y'all couldn't decide if y'all want to live in Brooklyn or the Bronx.
It would be the same thing. We
But
lived in Manhattan when we lived here.
Okay.
We lived in Manhattan.
Oh, y'all just kind of like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
we lived
What's
in
that
Manhattan. Facts.
we had a condo like right off the West Side Highway.
Yeah.
Fire.
It was interesting.
So you just announced the cookies partnership
Yes.
earlier this month, November, when we're recording this.
Yes.
So for you guys, how did that partnership come about? Because obviously you guys have been doing your own thing for quite some time, and this is like taking that next step is like
Oh
a big
man,
deal for
Burner
y'all.
did.
Well, tell them how that came about.
Basically, we put in a lot of groundwork. We traveled a lot. We put in a lot of pain for our Gumbo name, and Burner really saw that, and he saw like not only did we put in the work, and we had compliance with our product, and we always made sure that we were consistently good with our product, but also that we stood for family and we stood for our community. So I think it was the right venture for us and for him, and we're just excited that we're a part of such a big conglomerate like Cookies.
That's fine. So joining a conglomerate like Cookies, right? For you guys, when you guys join, what is that? What type of doors does that open now for you guys? Like, is it just new things that you guys are planning? You guys get wider distribution? Like, what does that entail in the cannabis lane of this?
Its wider distribution will now be in 22 states and 15 countries.
Nice.
Also, Cookies as much as Cookies grows and has more stores opening, will be available in all stores. And also, it puts a different set of eyes on us. We're from the ground up. We're from the streets, so a lot of our customer base is, people from the hoods.
Yeah.
So, having a corporate partner puts us in a different, a different light, and we're getting a whole different set of fans too, which is cool.
It's also kind of like slightly like overwhelming at the same time because like all this
Super
stuff is happening.
overwhelming. I'm so happy that you touched on that because Alexis and I, we debuted in Haywood first, right, in Oakland.
Yeah, Hayward. Yeah,
And
with Gary Payton.
with Gary Payton. And just when I got on a tour bus, I just cried, like tears of joy because I couldn't believe it. Like I'm on my own tour bus
Yeah.
with Cookies, Gumbos on it, 12 bunks. I got a couple of the guys with me.
And we don't rap or cap. So
Yeah, we don't rap, we don't cap, But like you said, it was just like unbelievable, man. And now, like the weed is in the stores, and it's just everything is just how it's supposed to be, because you work so hard, just on to come up in the black market and on the street, and being penalized and prosecuted and locked up and thrown in jail for this shit, and now, so to speak, it's becoming illegal, and it's just a beautiful thing that we can reap the benefits off of it, being black and brown and Latino people. And we just want to share, like I said, the education in our story with the world.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Say what you want. No, I want you to finish your thought. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just so much better, not only us, being where we are, but we want to put others in that light as well.
Yeah.
definitely.
So it's not about us being big. It's not us about having the best strand. It's not us about having the best flower. It's not us about having the best vapes. It's not us about having the best gummies,
Which we have.
which you can go to www.thegumboshop.com and get them.
Even though they shit slap.
Man.
Slap.
So it's just so much better to give other families and other people financial freedom. And when I say that, prior Cookies, we franchise Gumbo and we allow people and families to enter our franchise with Gumbo, and it just changed the trajectory and their whole lifestyle. Like, we cleaned up their credit. A few of them bought properties, and
Wow.
they did things that they couldn't fathom that they would ever.
Yeah,
do
we
or
had a
achieve.
program that the government won't have. Like they're saying social equity, they're giving out licenses to people that have cannabis convictions and coming out of prison and things like that. But these people don't have money to cultivate these licenses. Right. So, we took it upon ourselves to teach people in different hoods the business, and also make them have them rub shoulders with people that have the type of money to be able to cultivate the licenses when they do get awarded licenses because of social equity. So the government, they kind of are coming in with social equity programs to give licenses to people that have cannabis crimes, but they're not doing anything to fund those licenses. So therefore, a lot of the people that are getting them are selling off to big pharma. You know what I mean? And I've heard a lot of things happening in different states where people are selling their licenses for like $5,000. Because a lot of people.
And then, not to cut you off, Alexis, but a lot of people obtain these licenses. A lot of people have them. So I get different emails, DMs, calls every day. Hey, what's up, Gumbo? I got this license over here in such and such. I want to see if you guys. And I'm just saying to myself, I don't want to be the liquor store. I want to be the ace of spades of the liquor store. You get it? So I don't like it.
That's everybody's goal is different, but we are here to help people that want to be 7-Eleven or the liquor store get funding for that. You know what I mean? Basically taking other like-minded individuals, people of color that have money to help people that are being awarded the licenses. That's one of the things that we're working hard on, making those connections so that it stays for the people and the people that did the groundwork of cannabis instead of just basically going to big pharma. I mean, Redman.
Can you explain to them what Big Pharma is for the people that don't know, please?
It's companies like Walgreens, CVS, Pfizer Group, Johnson and Johnson.
What's gonna happen when Big Pharma comes and
in the next couple years when they come invade, when
industry?
you're able to put cannabis money in the bank, they're coming for all of it.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be flower. Marijuana is medicinal. It is medicine. So, they're just going to group it into that. And instead of helping people that have been putting in the groundwork and have believed in it from day one and have been arrested and put in jail for, the use of cannabis products.
Yeah, because you think about everybody who's still in jail right now for
Yeah.
like minor crimes and shit like that can't even get out,
There's
even though it's in New York where it's like legal now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, there's people still doing life in prison for cannabis crimes, but yet you got big companies like MedMen or whoever, not to, single them out, but you got big corporations making billions of dollars off of cannabis right now, but people are still in prison that put in the grunt work to even, make cannabis a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because cannabis, I want to say, is like the rap industry. Like, it's been cool, but what Gumbo, Alexis and I does, the Gumbos, we make it even cooler. We make it a lifestyle. We show people that it's more than one way to hustle or achieve something and, just make it work for each other.
Right. I think of like,
So we also have merchandise, clothing, apparel, tinctures. There's so many other things that come along with Gumbo that we do. Just like I said, just to keep educating and showing others, like there's something else that you could still do to make money where you don't have to do that. You can do this. Or there's another, substance that you can use where you don't have to be on opioids or lean or, Percocets, smoke Gumbo. So we definitely implement it in our everyday life and others as well.
But also, too, as Gumbo, a lot of people see us and they see the success of our brand and us signing with Cookies, and all of that is wonderful, and we worked hard for it. But we're also advocates, too. Like, we have a big call tomorrow. We're working with Redman's Camp and a couple other big camps to do a 1 million-person march in D.C. before the big
cannabis.
election, because Joe Biden made a lot of, he made a lot of promises saying that he was going to expunge records for cannabis crimes. He was going to release people from prison on cannabis crimes, and nothing's been done yet. You know what I mean? So, like, we have to be very mindful of who we put in office, but we also have to keep people on par and let them know that we're gonna stay on their necks until they do what they said they're gonna do, because the cannabis vote did help him get elected, and we do have a big way to swing the vote. So if they don't take us seriously, we're gonna go the other way. You know what I mean? Because we need our people free. We can't be out here, living this life and making money and pushing cannabis, and we still have our brothers and sisters in prison doing 15, 16, 100 years in prison. It's not right.
Yeah. And I think about like all those empty promises that like, cause I remember that too. Cause at the time it's like, oh yeah, like weed had just been allowed to become legal in New York, right? So that was already kind of moving progressively. And even here, there was a lot of empty promises about, oh yeah, we're going to like get these low level offenders back in,
All
out of jail.
bullshit.
And it was all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? There's still people getting locked up. There's still people in there locked up for, marijuana crimes that happened
Man,
X amount of years
tomorrow
ago.
you could be in Mississippi and get locked up for a pound of weed, and you're gonna do 7 years. You can get
they
up
don't give a hell.
to 10 years in prison.
It's crazy, yeah.
You know what I mean? But big companies are making billions of dollars every day off this.
Yeah.
So I mean, this has to change. They have to the federal government has to stand up and has to do the right thing.
Right.
They have to do the right thing.
And even if you look at, I remember it was a video I had watched a long time ago. It was like in Colorado. They have like this rooftop cannabis bar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you just see all these people inside like having a good time there. And then like I think about like, you know, like friends of mine who had gone to jail because of, you know, they got caught with X amount of weed. And I'm just like, and all these people just like living their life happy, whatever, smoking, doing all this shit, like exotically smoking marijuana, you know what I'm saying? And quote unquote exotically. And then like, but then there's still people that I know who get locked up out here for less than that, you know?
Yeah. It's sick.
But on a more positive note, like what you guys are doing to help people, it's funny because you were talking about the like medicinal help of like marijuana, and something that like I remember like that was like close to home was like my ex's brother had like stomach issues, right?
Yeah.
So he would smoke weed to help with those stomach issues.
Definitely.
And then when I was looking at like the Forbes article that they wrote about y'all and what y'all are doing with the NFL and trying to like help these players, I think that that's like extremely important because you guys were educating me a little bit before the interview about how like the NFL is still charging players who test positive for smoking weed, but at the same time it's like they're not really taking the proper steps to help these players. You know what I'm saying? Like what you guys are doing is like offering a natural solution to like some of the issues that these players are having too.
There has to be a natural solution. I mean, the NFL, they basically made banning marijuana into a business. If a player gets caught, because they're tested, for marijuana, if they test positive for their first test before the season starts, then they get put on a program where they have to test every week. Now, when you test positive, you get fined, and those fines are based on your salary. So if you're a person that makes $60 million, it has a $60 million contract, those fines could be $1 million a game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's a business for them. So it's not in their best interest to go, to make a cannabis okay with the NFL. But however, because I was an NFL manager, representation of agent, I had players that were addicted to opiates, addicted to morphine. I mean, sick, where that's kind of how we got started. I just wanted to find a strain of cannabis that would kill the pain in the body, and we were able to do that. And it also gets you very, very high as well. You know what I'm saying? So it all worked out in the long run. But inevitable, like anything successful is in my experience, is finding a problem and fixing the problem. We were able to fix the problem. However, we still can't fix the NFL saying, you know what, we realize, we're wrong and we need to do away with this, because it's a business for them. They're saving money. They're freeing up a lot of cash by all the players that need this plant to make themselves feel better without, having huge addictions after their days of football.
Yeah. Or you think about, like, you mentioned like opioids, and I think about like all the time, like when these articles come out year after year, right? Or even when you see certain movies about the concussions that these players have, like
my little brother's Jordan Reed.
Yeah, her
he had
brother's
7
Jordan
concussions.
Reed.
Oh wow.
That's why he had to retire.
Yeah, like when
One
you
of
see
the best tight ends
there,
in the league.
He want to go out there one day and get hit and
Yeah,
knocked
he has
out.
kids.
Got 2 baby girls at home.
Yeah.
He said, bro, that money ain't that serious. I love my kids.
Facts.
So, a lot of things you got to walk away from. You got to make the certain decision.
Yeah, I mean, they'll put money into all these new helmets. They're gladiators. They clash against each other every 5 seconds in a game. So, okay, cool. They're trying to do something for the head. The rest of their body is still open season. You know what I mean? And then you're giving them a perk, a Oxycontin. You're shooting them up with morphine just to get them back on the field. You know what I mean? You know how many players play every day with broken fingers, broken bones, just because they have to provide for their families.
Right. Or even when you think about, like, I think about when I was in high school and my friends were playing football, and they would be like, the ball would fumble, everybody tries to get the ball, and they would be like, yo, bro, like when you in that, you know what I'm saying? The players from other teams is trying to do what they can to make sure that you don't get the ball, and like they would like pull my arm, and I think about the pain that my friends even faced back in high school, and it's like, that's high school football. You know what I'm
Imagine
saying? Imagine.
professional in college.
Yeah.
Imagine having to do that in college, right? And you're not even getting paid. You're just trying to get to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And I know what that's like, because that's what we went through with Gumbo. We had to do so much just to get to that next level, and a lot of people didn't make it with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a hard position too, to watch other people that fell to the wayside are caught charges, and you're rising. You know what I'm saying? When it's all BS at the end of the day. We're not doing anything wrong. We're helping people.
Right. And the problem, like, I feel like with like corporations like the NFL is like the same problem that, like, you know, you brought up Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain people are okay with marijuana uses, like here in New York or, you know, or California, but then the NFL is like a very, I guess, like, if you look at it from the outside, like a traditionally run business run by people who are older, who don't have any idea about these type of things, who don't use these type of things, and who have a biased perspective toward these type of things.
Exactly.
Also, too, it's like this. We all know, you know, we're in our 40s. I don't know how old you are, but
26.
right. But even in your age, people always would say cannabis was a gateway drug, right?
Yeah.
First of all, cannabis doesn't make you go out and smoke crack. Cannabis is not making you go, you know, hit the heroin. I do agree that cannabis, right? The way that it was sold in the streets back in the day, you might have to go to some shady places to cop cannabis, right?
Facts.
To get weed, which could make you be introduced to somebody who also had other drugs. I get that part. That's the only way that I see it could have been a gateway. However, if they legalize it, right? Totally, federally, everything, that's not even a problem.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, in association with the wrong people, maybe. You get what I'm saying? Like, maybe that was where they got gateway from. I don't know. But I don't know anyone that started smoking pot. I call it pot because I'm old, right? That was like, you know what, out there, that's not enough. You know what? Let's just face some cocaine right now. Like, that's not the vibe. Like, stop that. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I agree. You look like you were gonna say something.
No, I'm good.
Okay. He put his hand over his head. I was like, oh, he about to chime in. But yeah, like, I think even with the gateway conversation, it's like, all right, I've never like smoked weed and then been like, yo, you know what I really want to do now?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild.
That was never like.
That was never a thing.
Yeah, or even in college when people would try other types of substances and I would be around them, like they would just do it on their own accord. It wasn't like, oh, they weren't also like, oh yeah, I smoke weed, now I'm gonna go do this. No,
Yeah, that just wasn't my thing. When everybody else was doing something else, I just would look and I just steady roll up my weed. Like, this is what I'm into.
You know what I do see, though? I see people that have suffered from addiction of big drugs being able to use cannabis to stay away from those drugs. I do see that. And I do see there's a lot of studies to help people come off of drugs using cannabis instead of using stuff like methadone that's just another substance just like heroin. Right. You know what I mean? I do see that. So there needs to be more money put into those type of research, you know, more of that research. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree. But I like what you guys are also doing, like the hip hop space too, because obviously, you know, you're talking about being from the Bronx and where hip hop started. But also, like, even if you just go on like your Instagram, like, you guys are very deeply rooted in hip hop. I think one of the first things, like when we're recording this, that you see Takeoff, right? RIP Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? You see like things like that. You see how deeply rooted you guys are even in the hip hop space. Your relationship with Bag and all that. So I wanted to ask you, like, how did you first start entering into the space of hip hop? Because obviously, you know, a lot of this, like you mentioned before, the cannabis stuff and hip hop, there's a very hand in hand.
I was a very big influence in the Diplomats. Mm-hmm. Cameron, Jim Jones, Joel Santana. That's me, Luke Abrazi. So they always used to say Dipset Taliban.
Yeah.
So those were like my babies. I molded them. I got Cameron out of a deal and into another deal. It was just a whole big thing. I did a lot of work with Lil Wayne. We have a song called Shoutout on the Longest Yard soundtrack. And it's just so many different various artists, Scarface. The list just goes on and on and on and on and on. Where I'm the type of person where I have camaraderie. So when I meet you, it's an automatic brotherhood instead of a friendship. Just by chance, by the grace of God, I knew these people before they blew up, before they got big, before they made it to be multimillionaires. So now, in the interim to that, holy shit, this guy sold, he went diamond, Lil Wayne. He sold 10,000, however many 100,000 copies. This is my friend, though. I knew him before the fame. So it's a different type of relationship. It's a different type of entity that we have with each other. And that's just been my relationship with artists and entertainers my whole life. When I meet people, I'm just so organic that it's just that feel like, oh, okay, this is family instead of us being friends. And that's the relationship that we had with Takeoff. Very emotional, very stressful for us, my wife and I, because that was our little brother, and
he was the #1 ambassador for Gumbo.
for Gumbo, and we had so much stuff in the works and so many plans, but we're gonna live, and we're gonna let Takeoff live vicariously through us. We're gonna keep his name alive.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay positive because that's who he was. He was a very God-fearing person, and Gumbo, what Gumbo is for us is a entity that my wife and I are, that we believe in God, we believe in family, we believe in trust, and you will have a final product with our flower that you'll just be totally impressed with because it's all organic. And brother was asking, how do we really get involved with Burner and Cookies? And our relationship was because everything that Alexis and I do for our brand and our company is we keep it organic. We never compromise what we put in the bag. We never compromised our flour, even into the fact where we had to go and buy packs and do things. We just always made sure that we did the best and provided the best for our culture, for our community, for our people. So that's just who we are.
Yeah. Also, hip hop, it taught us everything that we're doing now. If it wasn't for Jay-Z, I don't think I would have the blueprint about even thinking that I could do something like this.
Right.
You know, I come from the background. I was an intern on the Queen Latifah show. I was an intern for Def Jam for many years under people like Deidre Graham, Julie Greenwald. You know, that building taught me a lot. A lot of what I've learned is from interning and being a part of a corporate structure. That's how I think me and Luca also are so successful, because I also was a corporate buyer in retail, you know, and Luca was always an entrepreneur. So I think that's what we bring to the table too. We have structure. You know what I mean? We know how to scale a business. It's not like we're not just hustlers. Like we learned a lot. We're also at an age where we take everything really serious, right? So, and also too, we like to teach the kids. Because these kids out here, there's not a lot of opportunity for them. So, we try to, talk to a lot of the youth, let them know that there is opportunities out here for them within the cannabis realm.
I think last month we went to a junior high school and we spoke to the kids and they went bananas.
Not that they should know what Gumbo is.
Yeah, not that they should know, but trust and believe me, they knew. And I wanted to give back to them, and not only by me speaking. So I brought my little bag with me. I didn't have Gumbo in there. I had about $10,000. My wife could tell you all 20s, and I just gave it out to all of the kids. They just kept coming back like, no.
Like they didn't get it already.
I didn't get my 20. And I said, I got you on camera. I got you on video. You got the 25 times already. I said, Mr. Gumbo, we're just trying to be like you. Bow. So we was laughing. And it's, vibing with the kids and just, like I said, just educating them on just and betterment and just believing and, striving and, bringing what you want into fruition.
And also, too, we like to bring to the kids the message that you have to put in hard work, because Luca likes to call them microwave kids. They want,
gratification. Yeah,
they want
instant gratification.
Right
they want to
away.
put it in the microwave. It's done.
It's
like
done.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm telling them, like, yo, bro, if you just wait the minute and a half or the 5 minutes to cook it on a stove, it'll come out better.
Because it's
But
crazy. Me and
they
Luca
can't get
both
it.
were in the music business. Also, you know, shout out to E-Class, Po' Boy Entertainment. That was my first real job in music. I did PR for him with Jackie O and Rick Ross
okay.
and all these people. So shout out to him. But we started out both with a music background, you know, in the business and helping out people. And then we both were in retail because I was a corporate buyer and Luca had L&S Collection. He was one of the biggest coat furriers in the game. And now, you know, we met during that time, and now you know, he's the cannabis king. He's like I mean, it drove me nuts. He's chain smokes. I've always been into cannabis, like wake and bake type of thing.
Yeah, I'm
but
dying right now, by
he's
the
like,
way. 'Cause
yeah,
I'm like
like
a
he's
fish out of
sitting here
water.
like ready to
So if I
tweak
can't
out. Like it's
smoke, like,
medicine to him. Like
just all day, I don't know what it is. It's just very relaxing.
and by the
soothing
way,
for
it's
me.
definitely
And
medicine
just
because I
smoke
can't
gumbo,
deal with
by the
him
way.
if he's
I don't
not on
smoke
gumbo.
anything else
Really?
but gumbo.
Yeah, like
Really? You
yeah,
said
we
you
would
can't-
never be able to go to Dubai ever in
Ever.
life.
Oh,
like
yeah.
in countries that you
Never.
can't have.
Weed in, yeah.
Yeah, I
What?
can't go. I'm sorry.
What? It would not
I
be a
wouldn't
vacation.
even. I wouldn't even try to go. Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like we went to Egypt, and that's one of the countries where you're not supposed to smoke or take weed. And I smoked gumbo the whole 14 days I was there.
I have no knowledge of this. I'm just kidding. No, but
I mean, it's not like you're going to Egypt again.
right, no, but yeah,
Yeah, they'd be okay.
yeah. I don't know, Pharaoh. I don't know what happened, but
How the
yeah.
hell you got that in? You know what? I don't
Yeah.
know. now my brain's like, how did they? You know what? Probably better none of us know.
Yeah,
Because
no.
then I would do it, or
Yeah, no.
more specifically, Calvin would do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
I didn't.
Tay did it.
Nah,
That's funny.
sneaking gumbo into Egypt is crazy. But I think about like who was the producer? Esco, like he got locked up in what's it, Dubai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why 56 Nights is called 56 Nights, because he spent 56
Yeah.
nights in the prison for smoking. Was it cookie? I don't know. I think it was cookie. I don't remember. But
I
yeah.
will say, go to www.thegumboshop.com. You can
Oh
buy
my God.
a pen
So
that
thank
you can
so
take
much.
with you around
What
the world.
I wanted to say was, and thank you, Alexis. The gumbo pen, we did the unbelievable. We did the incredible. We have gumbo being able to go to your doorstep in every single state legally. You're
In most
wondering
countries, too.
how you're doing it, right? Just go to the website, order a gumbo pen, and I promise you, when you hit the pen for the first time, you're gonna say, "This fucking Luca Brasi and Alexis, they did it again. Big
going to the website right
gumbo. Wow.
What's the
It's
website?
crazy. www.thegumboshop.com.
Gumbo shop. That's why. You
And-
wanna know what's mad funny? My
and-
photographer looking at you like you preaching like Jesus. Like he's like you said what?
Yeah.
I'm popping it up. So you said the pen, right? Where's
Yes.
the pen? Where's
Yep.
the pen at?
So the pen, you just scroll down.
Scroll down.
Yep, you'll see that's the original gumbo flavor.
This one right here.
Yep, we have.
That's the best one.
collaboration- That's the best one. And everybody, that one sells like
There you
5-1 to everything else. We also have collaborations up there with Little Meech, Nore, Noriega.
Yep, I seen the Noriega one. Be careful. So he was not ready for that shit at all.
Oh, nobody is.
No.
Is like that?
Yeah.
Bruh, we had a young lady from out of DC. We had a mixer at MJ Biz
I'm looking at the pen.
in Las Vegas. And she was a cannabis connoisseur. And you could not tell this lady nothing about any type of weed.
Mm-hmm.
She'll taste your weed in one pull and she will dissect. Her definition was so clean and clear.
She was on point.
So we gave her the gumbo, the flour. She smoked it. She left. She came back an hour later. Fried. So we laughing, me and my wife were looking at each other. So I said, babe. So Alexis give her the original gumbo pen. She rips the package open. She takes the safety off. She smokes it. She hits it one time. Bow! So my God, the pen tastes better than the flour. So now I got on camera. So I says, well, can you tell me, sis, what do you mean that the pen tastes better than the flour? She said, no, the terps, the taste, the sweetness, the. And I said, she said, you did that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So we
Another
did
one, like
another
DJ
one.
Khaled.
Another one.
And now we also have gumbo leaves. They'll be here in January, February. So like the grab a leaf, but it's a gumbo leaf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fresh.
They smoke so well.
They smoke so good.
And if you buy a pack, every leaf will be good. You don't have to go.
Guaranteed.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
Not
who
like if you buy a
smokes in
pack
here,
of backwoods,
but you know,
gotta go
there's
buy
holes
5
in it.
packs to open them up and get one good leaf out of it. No.
No.
Gumbo
Yo,
leaf
Calvin.
will have everything tasting straight. And we also have the gumbo grabber as well. So we're just in the works and process of just keeping everything fire for y'all, everything flavorful. These are some of my sweatpants here. Fly Trap Gumbo sweatpants.
Tough.
And like I said, we're just gonna keep, bringing flavor to the culture and to this cannabis industry.
So I got a question about the pen, right?
Yes.
So the pen, right? Because obviously, like, we've all smoked the pens
Yep.
before, right? Now, I stopped smoking the pen. When I stopped smoking the pen, probably like back when I was in college, right? And then I was just smoking, regular. But with the pen, is this pen like the oil? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, it's like oil.
It's oil. Okay.
It's oil.
It's oil. Okay.
Yeah, it's oil.
But it's disposable. So you don't have to worry about trying to recharge it or not like that. It's 2 grams in each pen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different terps, different flavors. We got Little Meat flavor. He has Cola Cab. We got Dex Lauper. We got Noriega. He has Ceviche.
I'm looking at it
We
right
have
now.
Original Gumbo. Little Meat has Cotton Candy.
He also
And-
has Blue Magic, which
Yeah, we have
which
9
Blue
different
Magic is fire.
flavors. So 9 different flavors. You got so many different flavors there until we start creating more. We have something in the work with Lala.
Yeah, Lala Anthony. We have something in the
Ooh La
work
La La.
with Glorilla. We have
We got
something.
Glorilla.
Glorilla,
Money
something
Bag.
in the
We
work.
got
Money
Meek
Bag,
Mills.
Yo, Meek Mill.
We got Little Uzi Vert.
Everybody.
We got
Can't wait till our
21
little man.
Savage.
Yeah. Can't wait till our little man comes
42
home.
Doug.
42 Doug. As
Doug.
soon as he comes home,
So
I know he's
we just
gonna
got a
go
whole
crazy.
line of people.
You got I just want to rock flavor for Uzi.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You feel me, right? You and me,
you
we
feel
right
me.
here. We right here. We right here.
Yeah.
So we just we just so excited, man, just to keep working. But the funny part is it's not gonna let up anytime soon.
Of course.
So Burner's like, yo, listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta take it easy because y'all killing it right now, and we just need to focus more on the brand. But we're not gonna stop. Like, we're
No,
here with
but-
you. Like,
It's crazy. We were so elated and surprised when we saw 21 Savage and Drake talk about Gumbo on Howard
That's
Stern.
how I wanted to end this interview. Yeah, I wanted to end with that.
When they were on Howard Stern and he was talking about he didn't know how to mix everything.
cried.
Yo, when 21
even though it was
said
a little
no,
freaky,
you need the,
when they was talking about the
when-
girls at first.
Yeah,
But when they
but
said
when
Gumbo,
21
that she said,
Savage said, "Listen, Drake, you need the Gumbo."
Yeah.
That's I knew he needed the Gumbo, by the way, because that's some freaky shit goes on with the Gumbo. But
And I just want to say big up the Chubbs, OVO. My brother, every time they in Miami, wherever they at, LA, Chubbs always
yeah, we
checks
love
in.
OVO.
Yo, I love you,
21
Drake.
Savage
Thank you
is
so
a real
much.
one. He's a
21
real
Savage, just for being so humble and just, even mentioning me and my brand. I thank you, brothers, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate y'all.
They're
that's
good
fire.
people.
Yeah, that's how I want to ask you that when we ended the interview. 'Cause I'm like, I saw that. That was like one of the first things I saw too. I was like, oh, this is fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they.
That's why y'all gotta chill out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But it's organic though. It's not
Yeah.
like you
yeah,
know.
we ain't forcing it. We're not paying anybody to do anything for us.
Like it's not like
You
that.
know?
It's just we really are quality control with our product, and it really is a good strain of bud.
And that's why we're
mean,
on the radar.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's fire. Well, congratulations to you two on all the success.
Thank
Thank you.
I'm
Thanks.
very
We
excited to
appreciate
see
you.
what else y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I
And,
love
then-
that.
and we did bring some gumbo for you as well.
Fire.
this one-
Calvin, you
Jules.
get none.
Hey,
You get
Jules.
none.
No, we got Calvin
God.
too.
Oh my
He's
God.
right there. He's right there. Please, for the love of God, do not give Calvin any.
Give him that Madison Square Gumbo.
The Madison Square Gumbo.
No, I want to give it to him on camera so he can see it and let them see his face when he smells it. And yeah.
First one in New York.
This is the first one in New York? Yeah. Oh, let me
No.
Oh, it's from the top?
Oh, but hold on. Draco said he was the first one to have it.
Drake what?
Draco.
Draco.
What's it?
Draco.
Let's see his face.
Oh, that smells good.
Big Draco, babe. What
That's
is
yours.
it? What do they call him now?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Calvin, you can have some. This smells incredible. Madison Square Gumbo.
Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy
said
he's
it? Madison Square Gumbo.
Shout out to Soldier Boy.
This out now? Can people go cop this right now?
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
Go cop this right now. Madison Square Gumbo.
Could you tell him a little bit about the terps, like what you smell in it? Because I went viral because I pulled the bud
Yeah,
out.
we're interviewing you
And I
now.
wasn't supposed to do that, but I pulled the bud out and I went viral because they saw how good my bud looked on TV. What do you smell there?
You know what it smells like? All right.
Honestly, no.
Don't say I'm weird for this.
No.
Right? So my dad might be from the Bronx. He's a reformed person from the Bronx. He likes to garden now. Right? He likes to garden now. It smells like basil, I think. It smells like the basil that he used to like pick from the garden.
Let me smell it.
Isn't that? I know. I told you it's random.
Let him smell it. Come
Yo,
here.
Cal. Yeah. Calvin, come here.
Come here, Cal, because
Calvin,
Cal look
Cal,
like he
Yeah,
get down.
let the real smoker come smell this.
Come on, Cal.
Right.
It smells sweet, but
Mm-hmm.
earthy.
Sweet but earthy.
I like it.
Got it.
Cal, do you have a Cal's question today?
Come on, Cal. Give
Cal,
us
you
one.
got a Cal's
Cal,
question?
give us a question.
What is a flavor or strain that you guys haven't done yet, but you really want to do?
Thank you, Cal.
Wow. Dun, 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 dun. We're dropping a bubble gum gumbo.
Mm,
And that's going to be Glorilla's strain.
I like that for her.
Yeah.
And it smells and tastes
It
just
smells like
bubble
bubble
gum.
gum.
It's
Yeah?
the sickest.
tastes
It's
like
the most
bubble gum.
expensive shit to make.
But-
But it is.
What was the flavor that
it
Meech
is
had? That wasn't bubblegum. That was
Cotton
Cotton
candy.
Cotton candy.
Yeah.
Smells like cotton candy.
Yep. Tastes like cotton candy.
That's fire. So
It's sticky like cotton candy.
Glorilla bubblegum flavor coming soon.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Thank you, brother.
Perfect timing too.
Blessings.
Well, congrats again. Make sure y'all go get y'all some Madison Square Gumbo out now. The pens are out now too, and they have a kick. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they do.
Smoke at your
Total
own
different.
discretion.
It's not a hookah pen. I'm going to just tell you that. That's it.
Yeah, nah. Hookah, we don't do that. These pens, they real. He got the video on his phone of the person getting the kickback. So smoke at your own discretion. You know what I'm saying? And if you think you're ready for the pen yet, you're not.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, man.
Well, look, it's been great having y'all here. Before we get out of here, anything else you want to let the people know? Obviously, the socials, where they can follow you at, where they can get at y'all. Now's the time to do it. Y'all cameras are right over here.
You can get at us on Flytrap Official with the blue check. That's our IG. They took my IG down, unfortunately. You can also follow Alexis at _Alex_Major. And Gumbo Brands is my new one. But yeah, just check out the website, www.thegumboshop.com. Big Gumbo.
Bow.
Big, that's my thing, man. Big Gumbo in the building, on the radar. Go follow them. Go show them some love.
On
Go
the
show them
radar.
support. Love and
Come
Street
check us
support is
out.
free. This ain't free, but y'all gonna buy it anyway because it's fucking fire.
You know that shit.
Till next time, it's on the radar, baby. We out. Boom.